What's up, guys? I hope everyone's doing good and everything is going your way. I'm getting ready to go for a ride, but I wanted to tell you a story about the time that I hit a bear on a motorcycle. Everything I'm about to tell you is true. I swear in my hand to all things that is holy, I will tell nothing but the truth and only the truth. So let's jump on this Road King and go for a ride. But first, let me walk you around it. I did something. Got the rear wheel put on. So it's one of those things. You got the beautiful front 21 spoke rim. You gotta match. You want the back to match. But the problem is you can only see it that much. So I didn't want to do it, but at the same time I'm kind of OCD. I want the wheels to match. But I would understand if somebody got the spoke wheels and they're like, all right, I'm not doing the back. I don't blame you one bit. So if you got like a Street Glide, Electra Glide, Road King, anything like that, I don't blame you if you don't do it. But I wanted to match them up because I'm just kind of being picky. But let's jump on the bike and go for a ride. And I'm gonna take you guys to the spot and tell you how I hit a bear on a motorcycle. So let's jump on the road and let's go. Yeah, it's something that I haven't talked about a whole lot. Now, Jesse, why are you making a video talking about hitting a bear? Honestly, I feel like it's a good story. And I have friends. Somebody's watching this video right now and they're sitting there and they're like, I had no clue that you got hit by a bear. Because it's something that I don't talk about very often. And I guess the reason behind that is I'm kind of embarrassed about it. That's not something that that you just go around like bragging about, like, hey, I hit a bear, ain't I cool? People will be like, no, you're an idiot. And you know, yeah, you're right. And I'll get into it a little more. We got to ride out to the spot so I can show you. But in the meantime, I actually just finished watching a video from Ukraine. I shouldn't laugh. But in Ukraine right now, if you're a male between the ages of 18 and 60, you have to stay and fight. Well, the soldiers are catching people trying to sneak out. Like, let's say you're my age and they catch me in the back of a trunk trying to sneak out with my girlfriend, and I'm in the trunk of the car and they're at the checkpoint leaving the country and they pop the trunk and find me, I'm in big trouble. So what they're doing is they're getting these guys who are trying to sneak out or flee, anyone who's not staying and fighting between the ages of 18 and 60. They're getting them and tying them to a sign, like a stop sign, but they're using saran wrap. And in this video, they saran wrap the guys to the stop signs inside of the town. So there's just a bunch of guys down the street all saran wrapped to the signs, and they jerk their pants down and then whip them with sticks and slap them and all that. It is pretty, they don't hold back. So, but at the same time, you know, I kind of understand, you know, you're fighting for your country. And then here's this guy who's 30, 40 years old trying to sneak out like a coward. I kind of understand why they're so upset. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, all right, now if America was invaded, who would try to sneak out? Who would be the people inside of America that gets tied to the stop sign? I'm not going to answer that because you're watching this video and you already know what kinds of people would end up getting strapped to the stop sign inside of Ukraine. They're cowards. So we're actually getting close to the spot that I hit the bear. But to give you guys the backstory, I went out for a ride that day. I had a 2004 CBR 1000. It was silver and black, had the pipe underneath the tail section. And I went out there. There was this girl working at Famous Anthony's on Williamson Road, and I asked her if she wanted to go ride a motorcycle. She said she did. She was my waitress. And this wasn't just like asking a stranger. This was a waitress that I went to quite a bit, and asked her if she'd want to go for a ride. She said she never rode before, that she'd like to do it. So I went out and met her after a shift, which was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night back then. And I took her out. We went for a little ride just around Roanoke, stuff like that. I took it easy. I didn't do nothing crazy. It was her first time riding a motorcycle, so I was, you know, being as nice as I could and being gentle with the throttle and not doing anything stupid. We went out, we had fun. I dropped her off. I was a loser. I had a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, and I was wearing a helmet. Of course, in the state of Virginia, you have to wear a helmet. But I was coming back down this road around 11:30 at night, and it's pitch black. It's nighttime, and this road, 55 mile an hour is the speed limit. So I was probably doing 60, maybe 65, because I was young and stupid. But I'm riding down through here. I can see out in front of me about 20 feet because of the headlights. I go past this little house right here, and I'm riding that CBR 1000. I come around this turn right here, and all of a sudden a black trash bag blows out in front of me. Boom! I go flying over the handlebars. Motorcycle sliding down the road. I'm just eating asphalt. Guys, I tell you, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. My helmet is not strapped. I flip over the bike. I hit the asphalt, the helmet flies off. I start sliding down the asphalt, and I was like hamburger going down a cheese grater. The asphalt literally chewed the skin off of my body, and I still have white scars or white patches all over my body till this day. So anybody watching this video, wear your protective equipment. I understand it gets hot in the summertime, but do something. So I go down the cheese grater, and then I hear something behind me. I didn't even know what it was. I guess that's what the bear was doing. So the bear is in the ditch beside me. The bear is freaking out. I'm laying in the ground, and I'm like, holy sh! That is a bear. I thought it was a Tasmanian devil, and it was coming to eat me. I knew that it was a bear. It's in the ditch right beside me, flailing, just going crazy. Everything stops. The motorcycle stops sliding. I stop sliding. The motorcycle's up the road just like 10 feet from me, but the headlights are pointed directly at me. And the bear is just going crazy. And I'm like, all right, it wasn't a trash bag, it was a bear, and now it's gonna kill me. So I'm laying there in the middle of the road with a pair of shorts ripped off my ass, a t-shirt shredded up, got just the worst burns and scrapes, and just, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. And then now I have a bear getting ready to eat me. Guys, it may have been, I bet that bear went crazy for probably 20 seconds. Maybe not even that, 15 seconds. It was quick. The bear just gets quiet. And I could hear the life leave the bear. And it's sad looking back on it, because the bear died because I was out late at night going too fast. You don't go 60, 65 mile an hour past a cornfield. at midnight. It don't matter if you're in a car or on a motorcycle. I was just young and stupid, and I was trying to get home. I remember laying in the road, and it gets quiet. There's no noise. The bear is not growling or breathing. It's just me laying there looking up at the stars. And then I hear a noise in the distance. It is the sound. If you're from where I'm from, you live in the country, them country boys trucks got a specific sound that them tires make when they're going down the pavement. That is the sound of a set of 35s on an old 1970 something Ford pickup truck. I got a monster truck coming down the road. I'm laying in the middle of the road. A bear is in the ditch dead beside me. I'm about to join him. There's a jacked up truck coming. Hey, little squirrely. And back here where I showed y'all, you go over that little hill and then you go down. You know, somebody in a jacked up truck, they might not see you. And just thump thump. In this split second, what we got going on up here? In this split second, well, there's some of my fellow bikers. Hello. Uh-oh, he's stuck. You good? You're good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. I didn't know if you were stuck or needed a hand.
Yeah, no, I'm getting the tail light.
Hey, you have a good one. Alright. I didn't know what was going on there. That tractor ain't stuck. You crazy, Jesse? He just digging himself out of the ditch. So while I'm sitting there, the truck's coming over the hill, and the pain is setting in. The adrenaline. I mean, this all happens in 30 seconds, guys. Everything I've told you, it happens so quick. The adrenaline kicks in. I immediately get tunnel vision, and like my hearing is like echoing. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's literally like I'm inside of a tunnel. My vision tightened in. I couldn't hardly see. Luckily, I set up. I have no clue what's wrong. For all I know, it felt like my lower half was like twisted sideways. Because when I hit the bear, guys, it was like hitting a brick wall. The bike stopped immediately, and I went flying over the handlebars. And my hips went, you know, those crotch rockets, the handlebars are right here. My hips went right into it and flew me over. I did a complete flip. And something's going on with my hip. The truck stops, and it's a young guy. He jumps out, and still to this day, I don't know who that guy's name is or don't know anything about him. I just know that he was the guy who stopped and didn't run me over. So that guy in that truck with the monster truck tires, I owe him my life, because I would have been roadkill. So this guy gets out of the truck. He's a young guy. I'm in my early 20s. He's probably like 19, 18, 20 years old. Yeah, I'm just guessing. But he gets out and he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he's freaking out too. And I'm sitting there and I'm like stumbling around, don't know what's going on. I'm like, "Yeah, I hit a bear." And he's like, "You hit a bear?" I was like, "Yeah, it's in the ditch. I gotta go to the hospital." And he's like, "Hold on, buddy, calm down, calm down." I was like, "You gotta take me to the hospital. Something's wrong with me." And he's like, "No, sit down, sit down." And he gets me and puts me in front of his truck and sets me down in the road. And I want to say he or someone or another car dialed 911. And then you know, so we sit there and the guy's talking to me. He's trying to keep me like alert, pay attention. Yeah, it's crazy to talk about it. Like I was saying, I have friends who've known me for a long time and I haven't talked about it just because it's one of those things. It's embarrassing. But you know what? I'm not embarrassed. I've lived my life. I've made good decisions. I've made really dumb decisions. And going 60 mile an hour down a country road at midnight is a really dumb decision. So if hopefully somebody watches this and they're like, you know what, I need to watch out for deer and bear, and riding in nighttime is probably not a good idea, especially if you've been drinking or any of that stupid stuff. Guys, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So the second part that's embarrassing about this whole ordeal, the rescue squad shows up. And I don't know if you guys know it or not, but when the rescue squad shows up, they take your clothes off. Have you ever been sitting in the middle of the road, butt naked, while cars are driving by, and you're getting your blood pressure checked? It's pretty embarrassing. Especially when there's like some cute girls with the rescue squad, and you're sitting there, and I don't know if you know this or not, but when you're in extreme pain, your muscles tense up. So yeah, it's just like it's cold outside. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. Thanks for watching this video. I'm gonna make some more motorcycle rides, story time, stuff like that. Yeah, guys, y'all be safe out there. Take care. I love you. I'll see you next time.